Hey guys, so today I'm here to do a book review for Across the Universe by Beth Revis, and I read this as part of my dystopian challenge. Even though this book is more sci-fi mystery thriller-ish, there are aspects of this book that make this that make it considered a dystopian, but like I said, it's more of a sci-fi-ish thriller. But I'm still using it for my dystopian challenge because I listed it before I even, yeah. So we're gonna use this and we're gonna get started with the review. This review is gonna be a little bit different because I'm gonna do like a regular review, and then I'm also going to do a spoiler like discussion review part of it. And I will tell you when that part is coming up, because for those of you who haven't read it yet, I do not want to make you guys mad at me. No, I do not. So I will let you guys know when that part is coming up. But let's just get on with the regular review. So the plot is Amy and her parents get cryogenically frozen for what they believe is 300 years. And when they awake, they should arrive on a new planet. And they're going to start building a new planet up and creating a new home. But Amy gets awoken 50 years before she's supposed to and almost dies, and that is considered an attempted murder. Throughout this whole book, we follow Amy and Elder as they make their way through the ship, trying to discover who is unplugging the frozen people and what are the secrets that lie in the ship. And it is a very interesting story and very unique, and I really enjoyed it. A lot of people had problem with the pacing, especially in the beginning, but personally, I thought that was kind of necessary. I think it kind of built up the entire story. But maybe that's just me, but I thought it was, a good build-up for the rest of the story, and I had fun reading about it. Especially about the part where they're actually getting frozen. That is really interesting, I think. But so let's move on to the characters. We have Eldest, who is the leader of the ship and the oldest person on the ship. We have Doc, who is the only doctor on the ship of thousands of people. We have Elder, who is supposed to be the next leader of the ship and is, being learned by Eldest. And we have Amy, the girl who is unfrozen and is completely different from everybody else and is most likely to cause problems in Eldest's eyes. So those are the characters of the story, and this story is phenomenal. It is an amazing read. I gave it a 5 out of 5 because it is so good. Throughout this book is one of the few books that actually made me think and kind of made me feel all these emotions that I don't think a book has made me feel. And I really have to give it up to Beth Revis for this one. It was phenomenal, amazing, and I cannot wait to get A Million Suns. So that is my review for Across the Universe by Beth Revis, and now I'm going to get into the discussion part of this video. And so if you haven't read this book and you don't want to be spoiled, then you should probably exit out of this video, and I will see you guys later. So if you're still here, I'm assuming you've read the book, or you don't really care about being spoiled, or you just want to hear the discussion questions, which is perfectly fine as long as you don't get mad at me and don't come after me with a stake and a torch and all that other stuff that could potentially kill me. Yeah. Anyway, so in this book, there are just a couple things that I want to talk about. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the season. Really? Like, seriously. Oh my gosh. Throughout this book, what they do is, like, a certain days they have dedicated what they call the season, and the season is pretty much where you just have sex. And I thought when I was reading that they would just go, in their houses and, do their thing and come back out to work. But no, was I wrong? Big time wrong. They do it wherever, whenever. They don't care who's around. So when Amy is walking out into the garden, there's millions and millions of people on top of each other, all sweaty and making out and doing their thing, all in front of everybody else. And I'm like, when I was reading that, I was like, what the hell? Like, seriously? If that was me and I walked out there and people were blocking my path doing what they gotta do, I'd be kicking some people. I don't know about you, but I'd be kicking some people. They need to go somewhere else and do their thing because I'm trying to walk, okay? I'm trying to walk by. I do not want to see all of that. I don't think so. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's all I gotta say. Wow. So, oh god, I would seriously be kicking some people right there. I'm not even kidding you. The next thing I want to talk about is this book depressed me. It really depressed me. Like, because it talks about these people, they're on a ship, and that's all they've known. Like, the kids who were born there, that's all they've known. They've never been to Earth. Like, the people who are frozen, they've been to Earth. They're from Soul, what they call Soul Earth. But people who are born there, they don't know what that is. They think it's kind of just like a dream come true for them. And it's just depressing because when you're reading the story, especially Harley will do anything to see the stars. He loves the stars. He has never seen real stars in his life before Elder showed him and showed him them. And it's just kind of sad. I mean, there's no real air, there's no real grass, there's no real food, there's no real rain, there's no real animals. They're all like genetically produced. And it's just depressing because we are here every day and we see the stars, we have real air, we see real animals, real grass, and real rain, and you never really think about how, you know, it's there. And like, when reading this book, it's like, what if you never had any of that? What if you never saw real stars or felt real rain or breathed real air? It's like, it's just some of the things that you see and like that are just average things for you, things that you see and feel every day that you don't pay any attention to, you pay attention to in this book, and you think about it, and you kind of think about what your life would be like if you didn't have that, if you didn't have any of that real stuff. And it kind of depresses you a lot. I have to say, I'm just sitting here like feeling like I took everything for granted, and oh gosh, it does depress me a little bit. And also, not even knowing what a real school is. I mean, we all complain about school, but I honestly think that if we didn't ever know what a real school was, we'd probably want to go. That's my opinion. I mean, that would be me, but I don't know. So, I mean, it was just depressing for me, and oh my gosh. Kind of makes you think. It makes you think in a new way, this book does. And the third thing that I want to talk about is that during the season, you find out that when the girls get pregnant, they kind of get injected with a needle that has serum that will affect the baby's DNA, and it will produce the baby to be what they need. So if they need more scientists, they'll take the needle that has the DNA for scientists, and they'll inject it into the mother to have the baby come out to be more of a scientist. And if they need more artists, they'll do that with the artist DNA. If they need more thinkers, researchers, you know, engineers, they'll do what they need to do, and they'll take each serum for that certain DNA gene, and they'll inject it in there for whatever they need. So my question is, if you guys could choose your own shot to kind of give you your own personal DNA gene, what would you choose? Would you want to be more of a scientist, an engineer, an artist, a thinker, a reader, a writer, a creator, whatever you want to be? What would you want to be? For me, I think I would personally take the artist gene. I think I love to be creative and coming up with new things to keep me busy, keep me occupied, and just fun things that, you know, I like doing. So I think the artist or creative gene DNA shot needle would be given to me. Yeah, I'd want that. But yeah, so I'm curious to know what shot would you guys take if you knew you were going to get one anyway. So that's my discussion video for Across the Universe by Beth Revis, and let me know what you guys think. If you've read this book, did it depress you? Did it make you feel angry, sad, happy? I don't know what else emotion you could feel, but did it make you feel what? I would love to know, because it depressed me, and I don't know, but I definitely loved this book. And I'm so excited to check out the second book, A Million Suns, to see what happens with the ship and everything else that happened throughout this book. And yeah, so that's it, and I will talk to you guys later.